NYX. 69 languages. NYX. Personification of night. NYX is shown driving to the left in a chariot pulled by 2 horses. To the right of her is Helios, who ascends into the sky in his quadriga at the start of the new day. Attic terracotta Lekithos, attributed to the Sappho painter, c. 500 BC. 1. Genealogy. Parents Chaos. Siblings Erebus. Consort Erebus. Children Ether, Hemera, Moros, Ka, Thanatos, Hypnos, the one Eroi, Momus, Oises, the Hesperides, the Moirai, the Keres, Nemesis, Apat, Philits, Juras, Ares. Equivalents. Roman Nox. For the water spirit Nyx, see Nixie, folklore. For the suffix -nyx, meaning claw, see list of commonly used taxonomic affixes. For other uses, see nyx, disambiguation. In Greek mythology, nyx/nks/nyx, 2, Ancient Greek, nyx, night, 3, is the goddess and personification of the night. 4. In Hesiod's Theogony, she is the offspring of chaos, and the mother of ether and Hemera, day, by Erebus, darkness. By herself, she produces a brood of children which are personifications of primarily negative forces. She features in a number of early cosmogonies, which place her as one of the first deities to exist. In the works of poets and playwrights, she lives at the ends of the earth, and is often described as a black-robed goddess who drives through the sky in a chariot pulled by horses. In the Iliad, Homer relates that she is greater than all the gods together, 5, and even Zeus fears to displease her. Explore our developer-friendly HTML to PDF API printed using PDF Crowd HTML to PDF. Night is a prominent figure in several theogonies of Orphic literature, in which she is often described as the mother of Uranus and Gaia. In the earliest Orphic cosmogonies, she is the first deity to exist, while in the later Orphic rhapsodies, she is the daughter and consort of Phanes, and the second ruler of the gods. She delivers prophecies to Zeus from an Aditon, and is described as the nurse of the gods. In the rhapsodies, there may have been 3 separate figures named Night. In ancient Greek art, Nyx often appears alongside other celestial deities such as Selene, Helios and Eos, as a winged figure driving a horse-pulled chariot. Though of little cultic importance, she was also associated with several oracles. The name of her Roman equivalent is Nox. 6. Genealogy, edit. According to Hesiod's Theogony, Nyx is the offspring of Chaos, alongside Erebus, darkness, by whom she becomes the mother of Ether and Hemera, day. 7. Without the assistance of a father. Nyx produces Moros, doom, destiny, Ka, destruction, death, Thanatos, death, Hypnos, sleep. The one Eroi, dreams, Momus, blame, Oises, pain, distress, the Hesperides, the Moirai, fates. The Keres, nemesis, indignation, retribution, Apat, deceit, Philits, love, Juras, old age, and Ares, strife. 8. A number of these offspring are similarly described as her children by later authors. 9. Other early sources, however, give genealogies which differ from Hesiod's. According to one such account, she is the mother of Tartarus by Ether, 10, while in others, she is described as the mother of Eros by Ether, 11, or the mother of Ether, Eros, and Metis by Erebus. 12. The poet Bacchylides. Apparently considered Nyx to be the mother of Hemera by Cronos, Time, 13, and elsewhere. Mentions Hecate as her daughter. 14. Aeschylus mentions Nyx as the mother of the Erinyes. Furies, 15, while Euripides considered Lysa, Madness, to be the daughter of Nyx and Uranus. 16. Nox, the Roman equivalent of Nyx, features in several genealogies given by Roman authors. According to Cicero, Ether and Dis, De, are the children of Nox and Erebus, in addition to Amor. Love, Dolus, Guile, Metus, Fear, Labor, Toil, Invidentia, Envy, Fatum, Fate, Senectus, Old Age, Mors, Death, Tenebrae, Darkness, Miseria, Misery, Querula, Lamentation, Gratia. Favor, Frowse, Fraud, Pertinacia, Obstinacy, the Parse, the Hesperides, and the Somnia. Dreams. 17. In the genealogy given by the Roman mythographer Hyginus, Nox is the offspring of Chaos and Caligo, Mist, alongside Dis, De, Erebus, Darkness, and Ether. 18. With Erebus, she produces Fatum, Fate, Senectus, Old Age, Mors, Death, Letum, Destruction, Continentia. Strife, Somnus, Sleep, the Somnia, Dreams, Lysimales, Thoughtfulness, Epiphron. Hydimeles, Porphyrion, Epaphus, Discordia, Discord, Miseria, Misery, Petulantia, Petulance. Nemesis, Euphrosyne, Cheerfulness, Amicitia, Friendship, Misericordia, Pity, Styx, the Parse. Clotho, Lachesis, and Atropo, and the Hesperides, Eagle, Hesperia, and Erythea. 19. Several other Roman sources mention Nox as the mother of the Furies, with Pluto sometimes given as the father. 20. Explore our developer-friendly HTML to PDF API printed using PDF Crowd HTML to PDF. In an early Orphic source, in which Nyx is the first deity to exist, she is the mother of Uranus, possibly without a father. 21. In a later account, she is described as both the consort and daughter of Phanes, by whom she becomes the mother of Uranus and Gaia. 22. In another account, likely derived from an Orphic cosmogony. 23. Nyx gives birth to a wind egg, from which Eros emerges. 24. In later Orphic sources, she is mentioned as the mother of the stars, by Uranus. 25. And, in one account, is the daughter of Eros. 26. Elsewhere, the late Greek poet Quintus Smyrnaeus mentions Nyx as the mother of Eos, dawn. 27. While according to Byzantine author Tzetzes, she is the mother of the Moirai, apparently by the Titan Cronus. 28. In the Dionysiaca of Nonnus, Nyx is the offspring of Chaos, as she is in Hesiod's Theogony. 29. While in a genealogy given by the 12th century writer Michael of Ephesus, incorrectly attributed to Alexander of Aphrodisias. 30. She is the offspring of Oceanus, and the mother of Uranus. 31. Literary sources, edit. Early, edit. Homer, in the Iliad, c. 8th century BC, relates a story in which Nyx saves Hypnos from the anger of Zeus. 32. When Hera comes to Hypnos and attempts to persuade him into lulling Zeus to sleep. 33. He refuses, reminding her of the last time she asked the same favor of him, when it had allowed her to persecute Heracles without her husband's knowledge. 34. Hypnos recounts that once Zeus awoke, he was furious, and would have hurled him into the sea, had he not fled to the protection of Nyx, as Zeus, despite his anger, was in awe of doing anything to swift Night's displeasure. 35. It has been suggested that the apparent status which Nyx has in Homer's account may indicate he was aware of a genealogy in which she came before even Oceanus and Tethys, often believed to be the primeval couple in the Iliad. 36, and Pietro Puxi claims that the story may have been derived from an earlier work, which contained a more detailed account of the event. 37. In Hesiod's Theogony, late 8th century BC, which the Greeks considered the standard account of the origin of the gods. 38. Nyx is one of the earliest beings to exist, as the offspring of chaos. Alongside Erebus, darkness, in the first sexual coupling. 39. She and Erebus produce their personified opposites, Ether and Hemera, day. 40. Hesiod also makes Nyx, without the aid of a father, the mother of a number of abstract personifications, which are primarily negative in nature. 41. Despite their abstract nature, however, to the Greeks these deities would have represented forces which exercise a real power in the world. 42. Hesiod locates the home of Nyx at the far western end of the earth. 43. Though it is unclear whether or not he considered it to be beyond Oceanus, the river which encircles the world. 44. In a somewhat confused section of the Theogony, Hesiod seems to locate her home near the entrance to the underworld, and describes it as being wrapped in dark clouds. 45. He reports that the Titan Atlas, who is holding up the sky, stands outside of the house, and that the homes of two of her children, Hypnos and Thanatos, are situated nearby. 46. He relates that Nyx and her daughter Hemera live in the same dwelling, and explore our developer-friendly HTML to PDF API printed using PDF Crowd HTML to PDF. That each day they pass one another at the entrance to the house, with one of them leaving and the other one entering. Throughout the day, one passes across the earth, while the other stays inside, waiting for their turn to leave. 47. In her journey over the world, Hesiod describes Nyx as wrapped in a vaporous cloud, and as holding her son Hypnos in her arms. 48. Nyx features in a number of early cosmogonies other than Hesiod's, where she is similarly mentioned among the earliest deities. The philosopher Philodemus, writing in his De Pietate, on piety, reports that the legendary poet Musaeus considered Tartarus and Night to be the first beings to exist, followed by air. 49. Philodemus also writes that, according to Epimenides, 7th or 6th century BC, the two first principles are air and night, from which everything else is constituted. 50. The Neoplatonist Damascius adds to this, stating that from air and night is born Tartarus, who in turn produces two titans, by night. 51. Damascius also writes that the logographer and mythographer Acasylos, 6th century BC, believed that chaos precedes Erebus and Night, and that this pair then produce Ether, Eros, and Metis. 52. A scholium on Theocritus, in contrast, states that Acasylos considered Night and Ether to be the parents of Eros. 53. In the cosmogony given by the comic playwright Antiphons, 4th century BC, as recorded by the Christian writer Irenaeus, Night is first deity to exist alongside silence, and out of this initial pair comes chaos. From night and chaos then springs Eros, love, who in turn produces light and the first generation of the gods. 54. Philodemus, writing in his De Pietate, also records that Night is described as the first goddess in the first book of Chrysippus Physics, 55, and mentions another cosmogony, the origin of which he does not specify, in which Night and Tartarus are the first pair, from whom all things are born. 56. Authors following Hesiod similarly describe Nyx as living at the ends of the earth. The choral lyric. Poet Alcman, 7th century BC, as recorded by a scholium on Sophocles, considered Nyx to live in the far north, describing the Rufeng Mountains as being breast of black night. 57. In the Druanes of Stesichorus, 6th century BC, Nyx appears to live beyond Oceanus in the far west, as Stesichorus writes that after Helios crosses the river at the end of the day, he reaches the depths of holy, dark night. 58. The pre-Socratic philosopher Parmenides, 6th or 5th centuries BC, in the proem to his philosophical treatise, appropriates Hesiod's description of the alternation of Nyx and Hemera, referring to the gates of the ways of night and day. 59, and, according to Walter Burkert, he considered the Helides to live in the house of night. 60. In tragedy, the Aurists of Euripides, 5th century BC, states that Nyx has her abode in Erebus. 61, while a fragment of Sophocles mentions the springs of night, which are located in the north. 62. Later, Apollonius of Rhodes, 3rd century BC, writes in his Argonautica that the Eridanus river is from the end of the earth, where the gates and precincts of night are located. 63, locating her home in the far west. 64. Among descriptions of Nyx in 5th century BC tragedy, Euripides, in his play Ion, represents her as being robed in black, and her chariot as being pulled by 2 horses. 65. He reports that she prepares her chariot as Helios finishes his journey across the sky at the end of the day, and that the stars are her companions in her course through the sky. 66. In a fragment from his Andromeda, he explore our developer-friendly HTML to PDF API printed using PDF Crowd HTML to PDF. Nyx depicted in the Paris Psalter, a 10th century Greek manuscript, National Library of France, 72. Refers to her driving her chariot through Olympus. 67, and in his Aurists, he describes her as having wings. 68, while according to Aeschylus she wears a black robe which is studded with colorful stars. 69, following the 5th century BC, Apollonius of Rhodes describes her as putting the yoke on her horses as the sun is setting. 70, and Theocritus, 3rd century BC, mentions the stars as the attendants at the chariot of quiet night. 71. Late, edit. In the works of Roman poets, descriptions of Nox, the Roman equivalent of Nyx, put a greater emphasis on her terrifying nature. 73. In Virgil's Aeneid, 1st century BC, she seems to have lived in the underworld. 74, and drives a chariot across the sky. 75, while Tibullus, 1st century BC, describes her chariot as being pulled by 4 horses. 76, and relates that the stars come behind her in her journey, with sleep following after them. 77, in the Thebaid, Statius reports that sleep is her charioteer. 78. While Ovid, in his Fasti, describes her as wearing a wreath of poppy around her head. 79. In the works of Greek poets, Thetis is Aenride who attracts the attention of both Zeus and Poseidon, until they receive a prophecy from the Titan Themis warning them that any son she produces will be greater in power than his father. 80. According to the late Greek writer Libanius, 4th century AD, however, it is Nyx who delivers this prophecy, rather than Themis. 81. In the Dionysiaca of Nonnus, 5th century, the goddess Iris, on the request on Hera, approaches Hypnos in the ugly form of his mother Nyx, and in a lengthy speech persuades him to help set Zeus to sleep. 82. Orphic, edit. An ancient theogony. Edit. Several passages from early authors, which seem to be Orphic in influence, have been taken as evidence of the existence of an old or ancient Orphic theogony, in which night was one of the earliest figures. 83. The earliest of these is a passage from Aristophanes' comedy The Birds, 414 BC, which presents a parody of a cosmogony, often considered to have been derived from an Orphic theogony. 84. Night is described as one of the first beings to come into existence, alongside Chaos, Erebus and Tartarus, and lays a wind egg from which Eros is born. 85. In the beginning were Chaos and Night and black Erebus and broad Tartarus, and no earth, air, or sky. And in the boundless bosom of Erebus did black-winged Night at the very start bring forth a wind egg, from which as the seasons revolved came forth Eros the seductive, like to swift whirlwinds, his back a-glitter with wings of gold. 86. Explore our developer-friendly HTML to PDF API printed using PDF Crowd HTML to PDF. A passage from Euripid's play Hypsipyle, performed c. 411407, also makes reference to night and other early deities, seemingly containing traces of an early Orphic theogony. 87. O mistress of the gods, inscrutable, light, firstborn, in mist, or heaven. Eros willed, when, night, and was nurtured then, family of gods. 88. Several modern scholars have interpreted these fragments as evidence of an early Orphic theogony in which night featured as one of the first deities. According to Luc Brisson, the cosmogony which Aristophanes parodies came from a work which he calls the ancient version, La Version Ancienne, which he sees as the earliest Orphic theogony. In this work, he believes that night is, by herself, the first being to exist, a position she loses in later Orphic theogonies, and that she produces an egg from which comes Eros, as she does in Aristophanes' parody, from whom all things arise. 89. Alberto Bernabe, S., similarly sees these fragments as alluding to an ancient theogony, Prissa or Physi theogony, which centered around the birth of Eros from an egg produced by Chaos Night. 90. Eudaimon theogony, edit. Night seems to have been considered the first deity in the earliest known Orphic cosmogonies. 91. The oldest Orphic theogony in which night is known to have appeared is the Eudaimon theogony. 5th century BC, 92, which receives its name from the philosopher Eudemus of Rhodes, a student of Aristotle, who spoke of an Orphic theogony in one of his works. This theogony was later referred to by the Neoplatonist Damascius, in his De Principiis, on first principles, using Eudemus as his source. 93. The only piece of information known for certain about this theogony is that it started with night. 94, as Damascius writes. The theology described in the peripatetic Eudemus as being that of Orpheus is silent about the entire realm of the intelligible, for it is completely inexpressible and unknowable. By the method of exposition and narration, it made its start from Night, from whom also Homer begins, although he did not make his genealogy continuous. 95. Aristotle similarly refers to earlier authors who attributed an primordial role to Night, presumably commenting upon the same text as his pupil. 96. In his Metaphysics, he makes reference to theologians who make Night parent of all. 97. And describes Night as being one of the deities who are placed as the first by the ancient poets. 98. In addition, the Byzantine author John the Lydian writes in his De Mensibus that 3 first beginnings of generations sprouted out, according to Orpheus, Night, Ge, and Auranos. 99. A passage which scholars have seen as referring to the Eudem and Theogony. 100. Because of this, it has been proposed that Night, presumably on her own, is described as the mother of Uranus and Gaia in the work. 101. West takes this further, claiming that Night is the mother of Uranus and Gaia, and that they are the parents of Oceanus and Tethys, who produce the Titans. 102. Explore our developer-friendly HTML to PDF API printed using PDF Crowd HTML to PDF. Dervini Theogony, edit. In the Dervini Theogony, 4th century BC, an Orphic poem known through the commentary on the work found in the Dervini Papyrus, 103, Night appears to have been the first deity. 104, according to Bernabe, she exists eternally before the creation of the cosmos, at a time when the universe sits in a state of cold and passive darkness. 105. In a surviving line from the poem, quoted in the Dervini Papyrus, she is described as the mother of Uranus. 106. Auranos, son of Night, who was the first to become king. 107. It is unclear, however, whether or not there was a father, and, if there was, what his identity was. Bernabe argues that Night produces him without a partner, though this view has been criticized. 108, while other scholars have suggested that Ether may have been the father. 109, or Fans. 110. Gababite also adds Gaia as the offspring of Night in the poem, alongside Uranus. 111. In the poem, Night was called the immortal nurse of the gods, as quoted in the Dervini Papyrus. 112, and in its narrative she nurtures and gives shelter to the young Zeus. 113. Later in the work, after Zeus overthrows his father Cronus and becomes king, he consults Night on how he can consolidate his rule. 114. She is described as she who knows all the oracles, and delivers a prophecy to him from within her shrine. Aditon. Several reconstructed lines from the work describe this. And Zeus came to the cave, where Night sat, immortal nurse of the gods, knowing all oracles, to prophesy from the innermost shrine. She prophesied all that it was permitted him to achieve. How he would hold the lovely seat in snowy Olympus. 115. After Zeus receives this prophecy from Night, and one from his father Cronus, he apparently swallows either the phallus of Uranus, or, as others have suggested, the body of Fans. 116. The role which Night plays in the Dervini Theogony has been compared to that which Gaia plays in Hesiod's Theogony. 117. It has pointed out that both are described as the mother of Uranus, and occupy a similar position at the beginning of creation, with Gaia being the second being to exist in the Theogony. 118. In addition, following the creation of world, rather than becoming rulers themselves, both deities remain present and occasionally offer guidance and assistance to younger generations. 119. The prophecy which Night delivers to Zeus, which causes him to swallow fans, has been compared to the prophecy Gaia and Uranus report to Zeus in the Theogony, which leads him to swallow his wife Metis. 120. In the Theogony, Zeus is also given to Gaia after his birth, which has been connected to the role Night plays in nurturing the young Zeus in his infancy. 121. Explore our developer-friendly HTML to PDF API printed using PDF Crowd HTML to PDF. Rhapsodies, edit. In the longest Orphic poem, the Rhapsodic Theogony, or Rhapsodies, 1st century BC /AD, 122. Though the first deity to exist is Kronos, several fragments appear to assign a primordial role to Night. 123. Several writers describe the elemental mass from which Kronos emerges as dark and shadowy in nature. 124. While the Byzantine author John Malalas reports that in Orpheus it is gloomy night who comes first. 125, and Damascius similarly refers to Night as the first being. 126. When the god Phanes springs from the cosmic egg created by Kronos, there emerges a bright light, at which point Night is the only one who looks upon him. 127. Phanes then creates the cosmos, doing so from within the cave of Night. 128. A passage from the Rhapsodies states that these things are what the Father made in the misty cave, and the Neoplatonist philosopher Hermias describes Phanes as being seated in the shrine of Night. 129. Damascius similarly records that the two deities live together, while Proclus refers to the couple as the two rulers in the sky, seated eternally in the innermost shrine. 130. In the poem's narrative, Night is both the consort and his daughter of Phanes. 131, and, by him, becomes the mother of Uranus and Gaia. 132. She is described as the second ruler of the gods, being preceded in this role by Phanes, and followed by her son Uranus. 133. Proclus relates that Phanes passes on his rule to Nyx by giving her a scepter which he created himself, handing it on to her willingly, and that after her own time as ruler, she too passes on the scepter voluntarily, giving it to her son Uranus. 134. When Phanes gives her the scepter, he seemingly also confers upon her the gift of prophecy. 135. Proclus reports that Night is called the immortal nurse of the gods in the Rhapsodies, as she is the Dervini Theogony. 136, and Damascius similarly refers to her as the nurse of all things. 137. In the poem's narrative, she is described as raising her grandson Cronus. 138, though West suggests that she may have nurtured all of the Titans. 139. According to Hermias, the young Zeus is reared in the cave of Night by the nymphs Amalthea and Adrasteia, the latter of which protects the child by standing at the door of the cave, clanging cymbals. 140. Once Zeus reaches adulthood, Night delivers several prophecies to him, presumably from this same cave. 141. During the reign of Cronus, she prophesies to Zeus that he will become the fifth king of the gods, 142, and advises him on how he can overthrow his father. She directs him to use a trick through honey, and then wait until Cronus is standing under trees with high foliage, drunk with the works of loud buzzing bees, before binding him. 143. After becoming king, Zeus returns to Night, and asks her how he can solidify his rule, to which she responds, 144. Surround all things with unspeakable aether, and in the middle place the sky, and therein the boundless earth, and the sea, and therein all the constellations, which the sky has surrounded. But when you have stretched a firm bond over everything, suspend a golden chain from the aether. 145. Explore our developer-friendly HTML to PDF API printed using PDF Crowd HTML to PDF. After hearing this advice, Zeus consumes his ancestor fans, and, in doing so, takes in the entire creation, which he contains in his stomach. 146. Following this, Zeus keeps Night as his advisor, and it is on her recommendation that he takes Nomos, Law, to sit beside him. 147. Night also prophesies that Themis, who becomes Zeus's consort, will continue to be a virgin until a son of Cronus and Rhea is born. 148. Several fragments from the Rhapsodies seem to refer to three separate deities named Night. Hermes reports that 3 nights have been transmitted in Orpheus, and gives them the following descriptions. He says the first, Night, prophesies, which is connected with understanding, and he calls the middle, Night, revered, which is connected with moderation, and he says the third, Night, gave birth to justice. 149. Clements Ramaus interprets these 3 nights as forming a feminine trinity around Fans, the first being his mother, the second his consort, and the third his daughter. 150. Bernabe, in his collection of Orphic fragments, arranges passages relating to Night into 3 groups, interpreting the Nights as 3 separate deities who appear in different parts of the poem's narrative. 151. He sees the first Night as a primordial deity, eternal in nature, and the offspring of Kronos, and interprets this as the Night who observes Fans at his emergence from the egg. He views her as the same figure described as the nurse of the gods, as well as the Night who prophesies, claiming that she receives the gift of prophecy from Kronos. 152. A passage from Proclus relates that Fans brings forth the Nights and, as a father, has intercourse with the middle one. 153, which Bernabe sees as referring to the second Night giving birth to the third. 154. Brisson interprets Night as the feminine aspect of the bisexual deity Fans, who is simultaneously his mother, sister, and daughter, and argues that when he mates with Night he is copulating with this feminine half. 155. Duane Meisner, however, rejects the idea that there were 3 separate Nights in the poem, and interprets Hermes's passage in terms of Neoplatonic allegory. 156. One passage from Proclus apparently describes there as being 5 Nights, as opposed to 3. 157. Later sources, edit. The 5th of the Orphic hymns, 2nd century AD, is dedicated to Night, and describes her as the mother of gods and men, who gave birth to all. 158. In this role as a progenitor, she is addressed in the hymn as Cypris, an epithet of Aphrodite. 159. In the proem to the hymns, in which Orpheus addresses Muses, she is similarly called the oldest of all. 160. The later Orphic Argonautica, 4th or 5th centuries AD, 161, also mentions holy oracles of night about the Lord Bacchus, seemingly referring to the Rhapsodies. 162. Iconography, edit. Explore our developer-friendly HTML to PDF API printed using PDF Crowd HTML to PDF. Roman era bronze statuette of Nyx Vilificans or Selene, Getty Villa. In ancient Greek and Roman art, Nyx is often difficult to identify, as she lacks a specific defined appearance. 163, and it can be hard to distinguish her from other deities, such as Selene and Eos. 164. According to Pausanias, she was depicted on the chest of Cypselus, 6th century BC, as the nurse of Hypnos and Thanatos, where she held the two gods, portrayed as children, in each of her hands. 165. In the 5th century BC, Nyx appears on a number of vases alongside other celestial deities such as Helios, Selene, and Eos. 166. The earliest surviving representation of Nyx is an Attic Lekithos, c. 500 BC, which shows her driving a two-horse chariot away from Helios, who is ascending into the sky in his quadriga at the start of the new day. 167. Most depictions of Nyx portray her as having wings, and in early representations she is usually shown riding in a chariot. 168. On the lid of a 5th century BC Athenian pyxis, for example, she is a winged figure driving a chariot pulled by 4 horses, with stars dotted above her head. She rides towards a column which signifies the edge of the world, and is followed by Selene and Helios, or Eos. 169. She is sometimes also shown wearing a dress which has black borders, or has a black piece of cloth placed on her clothes. 170. On an Attic kylix, for example, is a winged figure, probably Nyx, wearing a black-bordered peplos, walking behind the horse of Selene. 171. Following the 5th century BC, depictions of Nyx no longer show her alongside other celestial deities, and most representations are uncertain. 172. She has been identified as one of the deities fighting against the giants on the Gigantomare she frees of the Pergamon altar, 2nd century BC, where she is shown grabbing the edge of a shield belonging to bearded giant, and in her other hand holds a jar with a snake wrapped around it. 173. In later depictions, Nyx is often portrayed as a Vilificans, with a veil billowing behind her head, and on Roman sarcophagi is a figure who puts others to sleep. 174. Cult, edit. There exist few examples of Nyx having played a role in cult. 175. According to Pausanias, there was an oracle which belonged to Night on the Acropolis of Megara, alongside temples to Dionysius, Nyctelios and Zeus, and a sanctuary of Aphrodite. 176. A scholiast on Pindar claims that Nyx was the earliest owner of the Oracle of Delphi, and was followed in this role by Themis and Python. 177. While according to Menandrita, Apollo competed with Nyx, Poseidon, and Themis for control of the site, 178. Plutarch similarly refers to an oracle which belonged to Nyx and Selene. 179. In addition to her association with oracles, Pausanias records that there was a statue of Night in the temple of Artemis at Ephesus, created by the artist Racuse. 180. Several Roman authors also explore our developer-friendly HTML to PDF API printed using PDF Crowd HTML to PDF. Mention animals which were sacrificed to Night. Ovid refers to black roosters slain to her. 181. Statius black bulls. 182, and Virgil a black sheep. 183. Notes, edit. 1 Ferrari, p40, Metropolitan Museum of Art 41.162.29. 2 Trip, p624. 3 LSJSV. 4 Grimmel, SV. NYX, p314. 5 Book 14, Iliad, Homer. 6 Trip, SV. NYX, p399, Peck, SV. NYX. 7 Gantz, p4, Hard, pp. 23-4, Hesiod, Theogony 1235. 8 Gantz, pp. 4-5, Hesiod, Theogony 21125. The translations used here are those given by Gantz. 9 Hesiod, Works and Days 17, pp 86, 87, 2 Strifes, 1 A Daughter of Night, Pausanias, 7.5.3. 2 Nemesis Daughters of Night, PMG 1018, page, p 536, Fates Daughters of Nyx, C. Gantz, p. 8, Seneca, Hercules 1066-9, pp 102, 103, Sleep and Death Sons of Night, Orphic Hymn to the Fates, 59, 1, Athanasarches and Wolkow, p 48, Fates Daughters of Night, Nonnus, Dionysiaca. 31.117, pp 430, 431, Sleep Son of Night. The Roman authors Cicero and Hyginus provide Nox, the Roman counterpart of Nyx, with similar lists of offspring, see below. 10 Chrysantau, p 303, Fowler 2013, p 8, Meisner, p 92, Epimenides fr 5 dials, p 190. 11 Fowler 2013, p 6, Cook, p 315 n4, West, p 209 n106, Acasilors, fr 6 C Fowler, pp. 6-7. 12 Fowler 2013, pp. 5-6, Brill's New Pauli, SV. NYX, Acasilors, fr 6 B Fowler, p6. 13 Bacchylides, Victoriodes 7.12, pp 156, 157. 14 Gantz, p 26, Fowler 2013, p 33, Bacchylides, fr 1 B Campbell, pp. 2525, equals Scholia on Apollonius of Rhodes, 3.467, Wendell 1999, p 233, equals P Oxy 2366.38. 15 Gantz, p 13, Kerausiu, p 905, Ischylus, Eumenides 3212, pp 394, 395, 416, pp 394, 395. 7912, pp 454, 455, 8212, pp 456, 457, 1034, pp 482, 483. According to Sommerstein, p. 395 n82 to line 322, Aeschylus here seemingly identifies the Erinyes with the Keres, who are daughters of Nyx in Hesiod. See also Lycophron, Alexandra 437, pp 356, 357. 16 Parada, p 110, Keatley, p 44, Kerausiu, p 905, Euripides, Heracles 823, pp 386, 387. Daughter of Night, 834, pp 388, 389, Daughter of Night, 844, pp 388, 389, Daughter of Night and Heaven. 17 Cicero, De Natura Deorum 3.44, pp 328, 329. 18 Fontenrose, pp. 2223, Hyginus, Fabulae Theogoni 1, Smith and Tatascoma, p. 95, Latin. Text. According to Fontenrose, this genealogy may be derived from Eumelus, 8th century BC, the author of the Titanomachia, see also Kovaleva, p. 143. 19 Hyginus, Fabulae Theogoni 1, Smith and Tatascoma, p. 95, Latin text. 20 Virgil, Aeneid 6.250, 7.323332, 12.8456, Ovid, Metamorphoses 4.4512, pp 210, 211. Explore our developer-friendly HTML to PDF API printed using PDF Crowd HTML to PDF. 21 Betet, p. 158, Bernabe 2019, p. 110, Orphic FR10 Bernabe, IP 21, equals Dervini Papyrus, Col 14.6. Kouroumenos, Parasoglau and Songs Anno Glau, pp 133. There is debate surrounding whether there was a father, and his identity. Bernabe and Cristobal, p. 88 argue that there was no father, while Betet, p. 336 considers him to be Ether, and Almqvist, p. 88 suggests he is Fans. In an earlier Orphic work, in which Nyx is again the first deity, scholars have proposed that she is the mother of Uranus, as well as Gaia, see Meissner, p. 95, Betet, p. 147, West, pp. 1179. 22 West, p. 70, Meissner, pp. 1689, Orphic fr 149 I Bernabe, IP 146. 23 C Betet, pp. 1489, Chrysanthou, pp. 3013. 24 Hard, p. 25, Aristophanes, Bird 6939. 25 Morand, p. 331, Orphic Hymn to the Stars, 7, 3, Athanasarches and Wolkow, p. 9. 26 Meissner, p. 172, Smith, S.V. Nyx, Orphic Argonautica, 14.5, Vian, p. 75, equals fr 238 Bernabe, IP. 200, equals fr 224 Kern. 27 Quintus Smyrnaeus, Postomerica 2.6256, see also Aeschylus, Agamemnon 265, which calls Night the mother of dawn. 28 Smith, SV. Moira, Citses on Lycophron's Alexandra, 406, pp 5846. 29 Rouse, p. 435 note C to 31.176, Verhulst, p. 60, Nonus, Dionysiaca 31.176, pp 434, 435. 30 Kotwick, p. 84. 31 Betet, p. 150, Pseudo-Alexander of Aphrodisias, Michael of Ephesus, in Aristotle, Metaphysics. 821.16, equals Fr 367 Bernabe, IP 295, equals Fr 107 Kern. 32 Puxi, pp. 1823, Homer, Iliad 14.23161. 33 Homer, Iliad 14.23141. 34 Homer, Iliad 14.24255. 35 Homer, Iliad 14.5661. The translation quoted here is that given by Latimore, p. 301. According to Janko, p. 193 on lines 256-61, she likely saves him by making him invisible. Keatley, p. 45 sees no reason to believe that Hypnos is Nyx's daughter in this narrative, and also states, he dwelling of. Both would seem to be on Olympos. 36 West, p. 120, Meisner, p. 99, see also Kirk, Raven and Schofield, p. 17. For Oceanus and Tethys. As primeval parents, see Fowler 2013, p. 11, West, pp. 11920. 37 Puxi, p. 183 n75. He suggests an earlier Gigantomachia or Heraclea as candidates. 38 Hard, p. 21. 39 Gantz, p. 4, Betet, p. 169. 40 Almqvist, p. 37, Caldwell, p. 6. 41 Almqvist, p. 37, Hesiod, Theogony 21125. 42 Hard, p. 26. 43 Grimmel, SV. NYX, p. 314, Keatley, p. 45, Gantz, pp. 5, 129, Hesiod, Theogony 2746. 44 Keatley, p. 45. 45 Gantz, pp. 127, 129. Hesiod, Theogony 7445. 46 Gantz, pp. 5, 127, 129, Hesiod, Theogony 7468, 7589. 47 Karimenos, Parasoglau and Songs Anno Glau, p. 186, Hesiod, Theogony 74459. 48 Hesiod, Theogony 7567. 49 Fowler 2013, p. 7, Gantz, p. 2, Musus Fr 14 Dials, pp. 1823, equals Fr 81 Bernabe, 2.2 p. 40, equals. Philudamus, De Pietit 47, Abinc, p. 351. Explore our developer-friendly HTML to PDF API printed using PDF Crowd HTML to PDF. 50 Fowler 2013, p. 7, Epimenides Fr 5 Dials, P 190, equals FR 46 2 Bernabe, 2.2 P 154, equals BNJ 457. F4 equals Voludimus, Dipietit 47, Abink, P 351. The translation used here is that given by Abink. According to Fowler, in his placement of night, Epimenides' inspiration surely came from Orphic Theogony. 51 Fowler 2013, p8, Chrysantau, p303, Meisner, p92, Epimenides, fr5 dials, p190, equals fr46. I Bernabe, 2.2 pp 1534, equals BNJ 457 F4 equals Damascius, De Principiis 124. According to Fowler, Tartarus produces the two titans either by a mother who would have to be night, or without a mother. The identity of the two titans is also unclear. Fowler suggests Cronus and Rhea, and Oceanus and Tethys as possibilities. 52 Fowler 2013, pp. 5-6, Cook, p 315 N4, Acasilors, fr6b Fowler, p6, equals Damascius, De Principiis 124. 53 Fowler 2013, p6, West, p 209 N106, Acasilors, fr6c Fowler, pp. 6-7, equals Scholia on Theocritus. Idylls 13.1/2c, Wendell 1914, p 258. 54 Santa Maria, pp. 3778, Antiphons, pcg 104, Cassell and Austin, pp 3667, equals Irenaeus, against Heresies 2.14.1. According to Santa Maria pp. 3789, silence may have been an invention on the part of Antiphons, though he also suggests that the figure may not have been present in Antiphons' original account, and that the first god alongside night was instead Tartarus or Erebus, with Irenaeus later inserting the figure of silence in their place in his retelling. 55 Meisner, pp. 95-6, Betet, p 154, Chrysippus, SVF 636, Arnim, p 192, equals Voludimus, De Pietit 14. According to Meisner, while this fragment has been considered Orphic, there is no compelling reason to believe Chrysippus's source was an Orphic theogony. Bremer 2008, p 5n. 23 states that the genealogy later given by Cicero, see above, probably refers to this text. 56 Voludimus, De Pietit 47, Abink, p 351. 57 Brill's New Pauli, SV. NYX, Kerausiu, p 905, Keatley, p 45, Alpman, fr 90 Campbell, pp. 456. 457, equals PMG 90, page, p 60, equals Scholia on Sophocles Oedipus at Colonus, 1248, Zenes, pp 1956. The scholiast mistakenly claims that the mountains are located in the far west, see Bolton, p 187 N4. To p 41. 58 Keatley, pp. 45, 48, 49, Stesichorus, fr 17 Campbell, pp. 78, 79, equals PMG 185, page, pp. 101, equals Athenaeus, Dipnosophists 11.469e, pp 2769. 59 Miller, p 220, Parmenides, fr 1.11 Kirk, Raven and Schofield, pp. 2423. The translation used here is that given by Miller. 60 Burkert, pp. 93, 95 6, 100, see Parmenides, fr 1.9 Kirk, Raven and Schofield, pp. 2423. The daughters of the sun made haste to escort me, having left the halls of night. Burkert points to Stesichorus, fr 17 Campbell, pp. 78, 79, see above, which states that once Helios reaches the depths of holy, dark night, he will see his mother and wedded wife and dear children, as attestation of this elsewhere. 61 Brill's New Pauli, SV. NYX, Euripides, Aurists 176, pp 430, 431. 62 Keatley, p 45. 63 Apollonius of Rhodes, Argonautica 4.62930, pp 378, 379. 64 Race, p 379 n84, see also Keatley, p 45. 65 Euripides, Ion 1151, pp 456, 457. 66 Smith, SV. NYX, Euripides, Ion 1149 51, pp 456, 457. Explore our developer-friendly HTML to PDF API printed using PDF Crowd HTML to PDF. 67 Keatley, p 45, Euripides, Andromeda fr 114 Collard and Crop, pp. 132, 133, see also. Aristophanes, Thesmophoresu c 1065 9. 68 Carausiu, p 905, Smith, SV. NYX, Euripides, Aurists 176, pp 430, 431, see also Anonymous fr. 929 G. Campbell, pp. 324, 325. 69 Brill's New Pauli, SV. NYX. 70 Keatley, p 45, Apollonius of Rhodes, Argonautica 3.1193, pp 310, 311. 71 Keatley, p 45, Theocritus, Idyls 2.166, pp 56, 57. 72 Limp 3559, NYX 6. 73 Brill's New Pauli, SV. NYX, Papistavru, p 941. 74 Smith, SV. NYX, Virgil, Aeneid 6.390, pp 55861. 75 Virgil, Aeneid 5.721, pp 520, 521. 76 Tibullus, the 3rd of April, 2017, pp 294, 295. 77 Tibullus, 2.1.8790, pp 258, 259. 78 Keatley, p 46, Statius, Thebaid 2.5960, pp 98, 99. Compare. Brill's New Pauli, SV. NYX, which calls him her coachman. 79 Brill's New Pauly, SV. NYX, Ovid, Fasti 6612, pp 236, 237. 80 Hard, p 52. 81 Baringer, p 70, Hard, pp. 25-6, Westermann, p 379. 82 Verhulst, p 56, Nonus, Dionysiaca 31.11096, pp 437. Verhulst compares this to the story in the Iliad in which Hera tries to convince Hypnos, see above. 83 Bernabe 2004, pp. 72-3, p 73 on fr 64, p 74 on fr 65, Bernabe and Casadizes, pp. 2956, Bernabe. 2007, p 128, Brisson 1995, pp. 34, IPP. 392, 3 pp. 38-9, 4 pp. 2876-7, Kalame, pp. 2367. See also West, pp. 1112. 84 Brisson 1995, pp. 34, IPP. 391, 3 pp. 38-9, 4 pp. 2876-7, Bernabe 2004, p 73 on fr 64. Bernabe 2007, p 128, see also West, p 111. For discussions of whether Aristophanes' source is an Orphic theogony, see Betet, pp. 1489, Chrysanthal, pp. 3013, Meisner, pp. 89, 92-4. Chrysanthal, p. 303 suggests that his source is Epimenides, but says it is more probable that he has in mind an Orphic theogony, while Betet, p. 149 states that it is most likely he created a comic pastiche of different theogonies. 85 Brisson 1995, pp. 3-4. The meaning of the term Windeck here is not clear, see Meisner, pp. 89. 90. Bremer 2008, p. 15, following Dunbar, states that it likely indicates that night gives rise to the egg pathogenetically. 86 Aristophanes, The Bird 6939, pp 116, 117, equals Orphic fr 64 v Bernabe, IPP 73-5, equals fr 1 Kern. 87 Bernabe 2004, p 74 on fr 65, Kalame, p 232, Chrysanthal, p 305, Bremer 2011, p 5, see also. West, p 112. 88 Euripides Hypsipyle fr 758a.1103 8 Collard and Crop, pp. 304, 305, equals Orphic fr 65 v Bernabe, I. pp. 75-7, equals fr 2 Kern. 89 Brisson, pp. 3-4, IPP. 392, 3 pp. 38-9, 4 pp. 2876-7. 90 Bernabe 2004, p 72, Bernabe and Casadizes, pp. 2956, Bernabe 2007, pp. 1289. 91 Edmonds, p 228. 92 Meisner, P1. Explore our developer-friendly HTML to PDF API printed using PDF Crowd HTML to PDF. 93 Meisner, P87, Orphic FR20I Bernabe, IP35, equals Eudemus FR150 Whaley equals Damascius, de Principius 124. 94 Edmonds, P228, Betet, P146. 95 Damascius, de Principius 124, equals Orphic FR20I Bernabe, IP35. The translation used here is that given by Betet, P146. 96 Bernabe 2008, P35 on FR20. 97 Meisner, P94, Fowler, P13, Orphic FR22 Bernabe, IP35, equals FR24 Kern equals Aristotle. Metaphysics 1071 B26. The translation used here is that given by Fowler. 98 Meisner, P94, Orphic FR24 Bernabe, IP35, equals Aristotle, Metaphysics 1091 B4, see also Orphic. FR23 Bernabe, IP35, equals Aristotle, Metaphysics 1072 A7. 99 Meisner, P95, Orphic FR20V, IP35, equals FR28 A Kern equals John the Lydian, Dimensibus 2.8. 100 Meisner, P95. 101 Meisner, P95, Alderinck, P37, Table 3. 102 West, pp. 1179. West takes this genealogy from Plato, Timaeus 40e, pp 86, 87, equals FR21 Bernabe. IP 36, equals FR16 Kern, which contains the same sequence of generations, excluding night. West explains the absence of night from the passage by arguing that in the Timaeus night cannot be a god, being merely something produced by the earth's shadow and a unit of time. 103 Meisner, P1. 104 Meisner, P37, Bernabe 2018, P350, Brisson 1995, IPP 399400, compare. West, P86, who considers fans the first deity. 105 Bernabe 2018, P350. 106 Bernabe 2018, P350, Meisner, P70. 107 Orphic FR10I Bernabe, IP21, equals Dervini Papyrus, Col 14.6, Kouroumenos, Parasoglau, and Songzano Glau, pp. 133. The translation used here is that given by Meisner, P70. 108 Bernabe and Cristobal, P88 argue that the use of the matronymic Omicron, son of night, in reference to Uranus precludes the existence of a father. Almqvist, P87, however, is skeptical of this. 109 Betet, P336. 110 Almqvist, P88. 111 Betet, P336. 112 Meisner, P82, Orphic FR6I Bernabe, IP16, equals Dervini Papyrus, Col 10.912, Kouroumenos. Parasoglau and Songzano Glau, pp. 81. 113 carat betet, P207. 114 carat Meisner, P68. 115 carat Bernabe 2007, pp. 1045, Orphic FR6 Bernabe, IPP 16-7. 116 carat Meisner, pp. 69, 71. Bernabe 2007, pp. 1078 and betet, p. 121. See it as Uranus's phallus, which Zeus swallows, while West, pp. 86-8 takes it to be the body of fans. 117 carat Edmonds, pp. 2289, Almqvist, p. 87, betet, p. 168, West, p. 87, Santa Maria, p. 375. 118 carat betet, p. 168, Almqvist, p. 87. Gaia is described as coming into existence after only chaos, and produces Uranus without a father. See Hesiod, Theogony 117, 1267. 119 carat Edmonds, p. 2289. Explore our developer-friendly HTML to PDF API printed using PDF Crowd HTML to PDF. 120 carat West, pp. 87-8, betet, p. 146. For the prophecy delivered by Gaia and Uranus, see Hesiod. Theogony 886-900. 121 carat betet, p. 146, see also Almqvist, p. 87. For Gaia being given the newborn Zeus, see Hesiod. Theogony 479. 122 carat Meisner, p. 1. 123 carat Meisner, p. 205. 124 carat Meisner, p. 178. 125 carat Meisner, p. 178, Orphic FR 107 I Bernabe, IPP 1156. In Orphic FR 97 T Bernabe, IPP 1045. Malalas similarly states that night exists in the beginning, alongside Chronos, ether, and chaos. See also Orphic FR 107 3 Bernabe, IP 116. 126 carat Meisner, p. 206, Orphic FR 112 2 Bernabe, IP 121. 127 carat Orphic FR 123 I Bernabe, IPP 1289. According to Meisner, p. 195, night is the only one who can handle looking at him, while West, p. 70 states that he is invisible except to night. 128 carat Meisner, p. 208. 129 carat Meisner, p. 208, Orphic FR. 163, IP 153, equals FR 97 Kern, 164 2, IP 154, equals FR 105 Kern. Bernabe. 130 carat Meisner, p. 208, Orphic FR. 148 4, IP 145, equals FR 98 Kern, 164 I, equals FR 104 Kern, Bernabe. 131 carat Meisner, p. 168, betet, p. 141, Orphic FR 147 I Bernabe, IP 144. 132 carat Meisner, p. 169, Orphic FR 149 I Bernabe, IP 146, see also Orphic FR 174I Bernabe, IP 158, which calls Uranus the son of night. The relationship between Uranus and Gaia is described as the first marriage, while that between Fans and Night is not. See Bete, p. 119, West, p. 71. 133 Meissner, pp. 1689, Orphic FR. 98 Ti, IP 105, 2, IPP 1056, v, IP 106, 174, IP 158, Bernabe. West, pp. 2345 characterizes the reign of Nyx as entirely eventless. 134 West, p. 71, Chrysanthou, p. 360, Orphic FR. 98 T3, IP 106, 4, IP 106, 168 IP 156, Bernabe. 135 Chrysanthou, p. 311, West, p. 71. 136 Meissner, p. 205, Orphic FR 112 I Bernabe, IP 121. 137 Meissner, p. 206, Orphic FR 112 2 Bernabe, I 121. 138 Meissner, p. 206, Orphic FR. 182 IP 166, 2, IP 166, Bernabe. 139 West, p. 87. 140 Meissner, pp. 208, 216, Orphic FR 209 IPP 1812, FR 211, IP 183, Bernabe. 141 Meissner, p. 208. 142 Brisson, VP 61, West, p. 72, Orphic FR 219 Bernabe, IP 188. 143 Meissner, pp. 207, 2167, Edmonds, p. 234, Orphic FR 220 Bernabe, IP 189. 144 Meissner, pp. 206, 221, Brisson 1995, VP 62, compare. West, p. 72, who places this during the same consultation in which Night advises him to bind Cronus. 145 Orphic FR 237 Bernabe, IPP 1979. The translation used here is that given by Meissner, p. 221. 146 Meissner, p. 222. 147 Brisson 1995, VP 64, West, p. 73, Orphic FR 247 2 Bernabe, IP 216, equals FR 160 Kern. 148 Brisson, VP 64, West, p. 73, Orphic FR 251 Bernabe, IP 218. 149 Orphic FR 113 Bernabe, IP 201. The translation used here is that given by Meissner, p. 201. 150 Ramaus, pp. 2313. 151 Meissner, pp. 2024, Bernabe 2004, pp. 11521, 14254, 1567. Explore our developer-friendly HTML to PDF API printed using PDF Crowd HTML to PDF. 152 Bernabe 2004, P121 on FR 112, P121 on FR 113, P129 on FR 123. 153 Meisner, P203, Orphic FR 148 I Bernabe, IP 145, equals FR 99 Kern. 154 Meisner, P206, Bernabe 2004, P144 on FR 147. 155 Brisson 1997, pp. 85, 87. He claims that this explains why the relationship between Uranus and Gaia is called the first marriage, as fans and night are two aspects of the same being. Intercourse between them cannot be considered marriage. 156 Meisner, pp. 202, 204. 157 Meisner, p. 202, Orphic FR 113 v Bernabe, IP 122, equals FR 99 Kern. 158 Orphic Hymn to Night, 3, 1-2, Athanasarches and Wolkow, pp 6-7. 159 Ramaus, p. 250, Orphic Hymn to Night, 3, 2, Athanasarches and Wolkow, pp 6-7. 160 Orpheus to Muses, Orphic Hymns, 24, Athanasarches and Wolkow, p. 4. 161 Meisner, p. 172. 162 West, pp. 99 100, Orphic Argonautica, 28, Vian, p. 76, equals Orphic FR 238 Bernabe, IP 200, equals FR 2240. Kern. 163 Papistavru, p. 941, Oxford Classical Dictionary, SV. NYX, p. 1056. 164 Brills New Pauli, SV. NYX, Selene, Eos, Artemis, Hewitt, p. 530, Selene, Papistavru, p. 941. Eos. 165 Shapiro, p. 132, Pausanias, 5.18.1. 166 Karayuju, p. 909. 167 Ferrari, p. 40, Karayuju, pp. 906, 909, Limk 14520, Astra 3, Metropolitan Museum of Art. 41.162.29. 168 Karayuju, p. 909. 169 Ferrari, p. 39, Karayuju, p. 907, Limk 13274, Astra 8. 170 Parisina, p. 34. 171 Karayuju, pp. 906, 909, Limk 31765, Astra 5. 172 Karayuju, p. 909. 173 Hanan, p. 29. The figure has also been identified as Persephone, see Ridgway, p. 57n 51 to p. 36. According to Hanan, the snake is symbolic of the constellation Hydra, which NYX pulls from the sky. During the battle. 174 Papistavru, p. 941. 175 Athanasakis and Wolkow, p. 77. 176 Athanasakis and Wolkow, p. 77, Pausanias, 1.40.6. 177 Fontainrose, p. 396. 178 Fontainrose, p. 395. 179 Bernard, p. 1670, Plutarch, Moralia 566 c. 180 Murray, p. 1, Pausanias, 10.38.6. 181 Ovid, Fasti 1.445, pp 32, 33. 182 Statius, Thebaid 1.507, pp 76, 77. 183 Virgil, Aeneid 6.24950, pp 548, 549. References, edit. AHLAIHLETHLTBHBTWISTHPHDIT. Explore our developer-friendly HTML to PDF API printed using PDF Crowd HTML to PDF. Aeschylus, Agamemnon in Aeschylus, with an English translation by Herbert Weir Smith, Ph.D. in 2 volumes, Cambridge, Massachusetts, Harvard University Press, 1926. Online version at the Perseus Digital Library. Aeschylus, Eumenides in Oresteia, Agamemnon. Libation Bearers. Eumenides, edited and translated by Alan H. Sommerstein, Loeb Classical Library No. 146, Cambridge, Massachusetts, Harvard University Press, 2009. ISBN 978-0-674-99628-1. Online version at Harvard University Press. Alderinck, Larry J., Creation and Salvation in Ancient Orphism, Chico, Scholars Press, 1981. Internet Archive. Almqvist, Olaf, Chaos, Cosmos and Creation in Early Greek Theogonies, An Ontological Exploration. London, Bloomsbury Academic, 2022. ISBN 978-1-350-22184-0. Apollonius Rhodius, Argonautica, edited and translated by William H. Race, Loeb Classical Library No. 1. Cambridge, Massachusetts, Harvard University Press, 2009. ISBN 978-0-674-99630-4. Online version at Harvard University Press. Athanasakis, Apostolos N., and Benjamin M. Wolkow, The Orphic Hymns, Johns Hopkins University Press, 2013. ISBN 978-1-4214-08882-8. Internet Archive. Google Books. Aristophanes, Birds in Birds. Lysistrata. Women at the Thesmophoria, edited and translated by Jeffrey Henderson, Loeb Classical Library No. 179, Cambridge, Massachusetts, Harvard University Press, 2000. ISBN 978-0-674-99587-1. Online version at Harvard University Press. Aristophanes, Thesmophoria in the Complete Greek Drama, Volume 2, edited and translated by Eugene O'Neill Jr., New York, Random House, 1938. Online version at the Perseus Digital Library. Arnim, Hans von, Stoicorum Veterum Fragmenta, Volume 2, Bibliotheca Tbneriana, Stuttgart, Tbno. 1964 online version at De Gruyter. Internet Archive. Athenaeus, The Learned Banquetus, Volume V, Books 10.4 2011, edited and translated by S. Douglas. Olson, Loeb Classical Library No. 274, Cambridge, Massachusetts, Harvard University Press, 2009. ISBN 978-0-674-99632-8. Online version at Harvard University Press. Boehringer, Judith M., Divine Escorts, Rides in Archaic and Classical Greek Art, Michigan, University of Michigan Press, 1995. ISBN 978-0-472-10418-5. Bernabe, Alberto, 2004, Poetae Epici Graeci, Testimonia et Fragmenta, Pars 2, Orphicorum et Orphasis. Similium Testimonia, Fasc 1, Bibliotheca Tbneriana, Munich and Leipzig, K.G. Sorverlag, 2004. ISBN 978-3-598-71707-9. Online version at De Gruyter. Bernabe, Alberto, 2005, Poetae Epici Graeci, Testimonia et Fragmenta, Pars 2, Orphicorum et Orphasis. Similium Testimonia et Fragmenta, Fasc 2, Bibliotheca Tbneriana, Munich and Leipzig, K.G. Sorverlag. 2005 ISBN 978-3-598-71708-6. Online version at De Gruyter. Bernabe, Alberto, 2007, The Dervini Theogony, Many Questions and Some Answers, in Harvard Studies in Classical Philology, Volume 103, pp. 99-133. JSTOR 300322220. Bernabe, Alberto, 2018, Decoding a Literary Text. The Commentary of Dervini, in Trends in Classics, Volume 10, No. 2, pp. 338366. Online version at De Gruyter. Bernabe, Alberto, 2019, The Commentary of the Dervini Papyrus, Pre-Socratic Cosmogonies at Work. In the Dervini Papyrus, Unearthing Ancient Mysteries, pp. 108125, edited by Marco Antonio Santamaria. Brill, 2019. ISBN 978-9-004-38484-2. Online version at Brill. Bernabe, Alberto, and Ana I. Jimenez Cristobal, Other Orphic Gold Leaves Orphic. In the Orphic Gold Tablets and Greek Religion, Further Along the Path, edited by Radcliffe G. Edmonds, Cambridge University Press, 2011. ISBN 978-0-521-51831-4. Explore our developer-friendly HTML to PDF API printed using PDF Crowd HTML to PDF. Bernabe, Alberto, and Francesc Casadezas, Orfeo y la Tradición Orfica, Madrid, ACL, 2008. ISBN 978-8-446. 01896-4. Bernert, E., NYX, Relencyclopédie der Klassischen Altertumswissenschaft, Band 17, HAL Band 2. Stuttgart, J. B. Metzler, 1937. Bete, Gabor, The Dervini Papyrus, Cosmology, Theology and Interpretation, Cambridge University Press, 2004. ISBN 978-0-521-80108-9. Bolton, J.D.P., Aristes of Proconnesus, Clarendon Press, Oxford, 1962. ISBN 0-19-814332-X. Bremer, Jan, 2008, Greek Religion and Culture, The Bible and the Ancient Near East, Brill, 2008. ISBN 978-90-04-16473-4. Online version at Brill. Google Books. Bremer, Jan, 2011, The Place of Performance of Orphic Poetry, of 1, in Tracing Orpheus, Studies of Orphic Fragments, pp. 16, edited by Miguel Herrero de Jagui et al., de Gruyter, 2011. ISBN 978-3-110. 26053-3. Online version at de Gruyter. Google Books. Brill's New Pauli, Encyclopedia of the Ancient World. Antiquity, Volume 9, Mini OBE, Editors, Hubert. Kansiek, Helmuth Schneider, Brill, 2006. ISBN 978-90-04-12272-7. Online version at Brill. Brisson, Luc, 1995, Orphi et l'Orphisme dans l'Antiquité Gréco-Romaine, Aldershot, Variorum, 1995. ISBN 0-86078-453-3. Brisson, Luc, 1997, Le sexe incertain, Androgynie et hermaphrodisme dans l'Antiquité Gréco-Romaine. Paris, Les Belles Lettres, 1997. ISBN 978-2-251-32445-6. Burkert, Walter, Parmenides Proem and Pythagoras Descent, in Philosophy and Salvation in Greek. Religion, pp. 85-116, edited by Vishwa Adluri, de Gruyter, 2013. ISBN 978-3-110-27635-0. Online version. At de Gruyter. Calame, Claude, Eros initiatique la cosmogonie orphique, in Orphismit Orphi, en Honneur de. Jean Rudart, pp. 22745, Geneva, Librairie Droz, 1991. ISBN 978-2-600-04359-5. Caldwell, Richard, Hesiod's Theogony, Focus Publishing /R. Pullins Company, 1 June, 1987. ISBN 978-0. 941051-00-2. Internet Archive. Campbell, David O., Greek Lyric, Volume 2, Anakaion Tia, Choral Lyric from Olympus to Alkman. Loeb Classical Library No. 143, Cambridge, Massachusetts, Harvard University Press, 1988. ISBN 978-0. 674-99158-3. Online version at Harvard University Press. Campbell, David O., Greek Lyric, Volume 3, Stesichorus, Ibercus, Simonides, and others, Loeb Classical Library No. 476, Cambridge, Massachusetts, Harvard University Press, 1991. ISBN 978-0674995253. Online version at Harvard University Press. Campbell, David O., Greek Lyric, Volume 4, Bacchylides, Carina, Loeb Classical Library No. 461. Cambridge, Massachusetts, Harvard University Press, 1992. ISBN 978-0-674-99508-6. Online version at Harvard University Press. Campbell, David A., Greek Lyric, Volume V, The New School of Poetry and Anonymous Songs and Hymns. Loeb Classical Library No. 144, Cambridge, Massachusetts, Harvard University Press, 1993. ISBN 978-0-674-99559-8. Online version at Harvard University Press. Cicero, Marcus Tullius, De Natura Deorum in Cicero, On the Nature of the Gods. Academics, translated by H. Rackham, Loeb Classical Library No. 268, Cambridge, Massachusetts, Harvard University Press, 1st. Published 1933, revised 1951. ISBN 978-0-674-99296-2. Online version at Harvard University Press. Internet Archive. Explore our developer-friendly HTML to PDF API printed using PDF Crowd HTML to PDF. Chrysanthou, Anti, Defining Orphism, The Beliefs, the Teletai and the Writings, De Gruyter, 2020. ISBN 978-3-110-67839-0. Online version at De Gruyter. Cook, Arthur Bernard, 1925b, Zeus, A Study in Ancient Religion, Volume 2, Zeus God of the Dark Sky. Thunder and Lightning, Part 2, Appendixes and Index, Cambridge University Press, 1925. Internet Archive. Dials, Hermanno, Die Fragment der Vorsokratiker, Volume 2, Berlin, Weidmann, 1912. Internet Archive. Edmonds, Radcliffe G., Deviant Origins, Hesiod's Theogony and the Orphica, in the Oxford Handbook of Hesiod, pp. 22542, edited by Alexander C. Loney and Stephen Scully, Oxford University Press, 2018. ISBN 978-0-19-020903-2. Euripides, Fragments, Ejus Meliga, edited and translated by Christopher Collard and Martin Kropp. Loeb Classical Library No. 504, Cambridge, Massachusetts, Harvard University Press, 2008. ISBN 978-0-674-99625-0. Online version at Harvard University Press. Euripides, Fragments, Oedipus Chrysippus, Other Fragments, edited and translated by Christopher Collard and Martin Kropp. Loeb Classical Library No. 506, Cambridge, Massachusetts, Harvard University Press. 2008. ISBN 978-0-674-99631-1. Online version at Harvard University Press. Euripides, Heracles in Suppliant Women. Electra. Heracles, edited and translated by David Kovacs, Loeb. Classical Library No. 9, Cambridge, Massachusetts, Harvard University Press, 1998. ISBN 978-0-674. 99566-6. Online version at Harvard University Press. Euripides, Ion in Trojan Women. Iphigenia among the Taurians. Ion, edited and translated by David Kovacs, Loeb Classical Library No. 10, Cambridge, Massachusetts, Harvard University Press, 1999. ISBN 978-0-674-99574-1. Online version at Harvard University Press. Euripides, Aurists in Helen, Phoenician Women, Aurists, edited and translated by David Kovacs, Loeb. Classical Library No. 11, Cambridge, Massachusetts, Harvard University Press, 2002. ISBN 978-0-674. 99600-7. Online version at Harvard University Press. Ferrari, Gloria, Altman and the Cosmos of Sparta, University of Chicago Press, Chicago, 2008. ISBN 978. 0-226-66867-3. Google Books. Fontainrose, Joseph Eddy, 1959, Python, A Study of Delphic Myth and Its Origins, University of California Press, 1959. ISBN 978-0-520-04091-5. Google Books. Fowler, R.L. 2000, Early Greek Mythography, Volume 1, Text and Introduction, Oxford University Press. 2000 ISBN 978-0198147404. Fowler, R.L. 2013, Early Greek Mythography, Volume 2, Commentary, Oxford University Press, 2013. ISBN 978-0-198-14741-1. Google Books. Gantz, Early Greek Myth, A Guide to Literary and Artistic Sources, Johns Hopkins University Press, 1996. 2 volumes, ISBN 978-0-8018-5360-9, Volume 1, ISBN 978-0-8018-5362-3, Volume 2. Grimmel, Pierre, The Dictionary of Classical Mythology, Huyler Blackwell, 1996. ISBN 978-0-631-20102-1. Internet Archive. Hart, Robin, The Routledge Handbook of Greek Mythology, based on H.J. Rose's Handbook of Greek Mythology, Psychology Press, 2004, ISBN 978-0415186360. Google Books. Hesiod, Theogony, in the Homeric Hymns and Homerica with an English translation by Hugh G. Evelyn White, Cambridge, Massachusetts, Harvard University Press, London, William Heinemann Limited, 1914. Online version at the Perseus Digital Library. Internet Archive. Explore our developer-friendly HTML to PDF API printed using PDF Crowd HTML to PDF. Hesiod, Works and Days, in Hesiod, Theogony, Works and Days, Testimonia, edited and translated by Glenn W. Most, Loeb Classical Library No. 57, Cambridge, Massachusetts, Harvard University Press. 2018 ISBN 978-0-674-99720-2. Online version at Harvard University Press. Homer, The Iliad with an English translation by A.T. Murray, Ph.D. in 2 volumes. Cambridge, Massachusetts, Harvard University Press, London, William Heinemann Limited 1924. Online version at the Perseus Digital Library. Hannon, Mary McMahon, Guide to the Pergamon Museum, de Gruyter, 1904. ISBN 978-3-112-39933-0. Online version at de Gruyter. Hewitt, Jeffrey M., Helios Rising, the Sun, the Moon, and the Sea in the Sculptures of the Parthenon, in American Journal of Archaeology, Volume 121, No. 4, pp. 527-58. JSTOR 10.3764/AJA.121.4.00527. Hyginus, Gaius Julius, Hygiene Fabulae, edited by Herbert Jennings Rose, Leiden, Sigthoff, 1934. Online version at Packham. Janko, Richard, The Iliad, A Commentary. Volume 4, Books 1316, Cambridge University Press, 1994. ISBN 978-0-521-28174-4. Kerayuju, Semnai, Astra, in Lexicon Iconographicum Mythologiae Classici, Limk, 2.1, Zurich and Munich. Artemis Verlag, 1984. ISBN 3-7608-8751-1. Internet Archive. Cassell, Rudolph, and Colin Austin, Poeticomici Graeci. Volume 2, Agathenor Aristonymus, de Gruyter. 1991. ISBN 978-3-110-12840-6. Online version at de Gruyter. Keatley, Thomas, The Mythology of Ancient Greece and Italy, London, G. Bell and Sons, 1877. Google Books. Kotwick, Mirjami, Reconstructing Ancient Constructions of the Orphic Theogony, Aristotle, Syrianus and Michael of Ephesus on Orpheus' Succession of the First Gods, in the Classical Quarterly, Volume 64, No. 1. pp. 75-90. JSTOR 26546-286. Kouroumenos, Theokritos, George M. Parasoglau, and Kyriakos Songzanoglau, The Dervini Papyrus. Firons, Leo S. Olsky Editor, 2006. ISBN 978-8-82225-567-9. Kovaleva, Irina, Eros at the Panathenaea, Personification of What, in Personification in the Greek World. From Antiquity to Byzantium, pp. 13543, edited by Emma Stafford and Judith Herrin, Ashgate, 2005. ISBN 978-0-754-65031-7. Lattimore, Richmond, The Iliad of Homer, University of Chicago Press, Chicago and London, 1951. ISBN 0-226-46940-9. Internet Archive. Liddell, Henry George, Robert Scott, A Greek-English Lexicon, revised and augmented throughout by Sir Henry Stuart Jones with the assistance of Roderick Mackenzie, Clarendon Press, Oxford, 1940. Online version at the Perseus Digital Library. Lycophron, Alexandra in Callimachus, Lycophron, Aratus, Hymns and Epigrams. Lycophron, Alexandra. Aratus, Phenomena, translated by a W. Mayer and G. R. Mayer, Loeb Classical Library No. 129, Cambridge, Massachusetts, Harvard University Press, 1921. ISBN 978-0-674-99143-9. Online version at Harvard University Press. Meisner, Duane, Orphic Tradition and the Birth of the Gods, Oxford University Press, 2018. ISBN 978 0-190-66352-0. Online version at Oxford University Press. Google Books. Miller, Mitchell, The Reception of Hesiod by the Early Pre-Socratics, in the Oxford Handbook of Hesiod. pp. 20725, edited by Alexander C. Loney and Stephen Scully, Oxford University Press, 2018. ISBN 978-0. 19-020903-2. Explore our developer-friendly HTML to PDF API printed using PDF Crowd HTML to PDF. Morand, Anne France, Etudes sur les hymnes orphiques, Brill, 2001. ISBN 978-900-4-12030-3. Online version at Brill. Murray, A.S., Remains of Archaic Temple of Artemis at Ephesus. Plates 3, 4, in the Journal of Hellenic Studies, Volume 10, pp. 110. Chster 623583. Nonus, Dionysiaca, Volume 2, Book 1635, translated by W. H. D. Rouse, Loeb Classical Library No. 345, Cambridge, Massachusetts, Harvard University Press, 1940. ISBN 978-0-674-99391-4. Online version at Harvard University Press. Internet Archive, 1940. Abink, Dirk, 56. Orphism, Cosmogony, and Genealogy, Muse Fr 14, in Tracing Orpheus, Studies of Orphic Fragments, pp. 3513, edited by Miguel Herrero de Jaguit al. de Gruyter, 2011. ISBN 978-3. 110-26053-3. Online version at de Gruyter. Google Books. Oxford Classical Dictionary, Revised 3rd edition, Simon Hornblower and Anthony Sporforth, editors. Oxford University Press, 2003. ISBN 0-19-860641-9. Internet Archive. Ovid, Ovid's Fasti, translated by James G. Fraser, revised by G. P. Gould, Loeb Classical Library No. 253. Cambridge, Massachusetts, Harvard University Press, 1931, first published, 1996, reprinted with corrections. ISBN 978-0-674-99279-5. Online version at Harvard University Press. Ovid, Metamorphoses, Volume I, Books 1-8, translated by Frank Justice Miller, revised by G. P. Gould. Loeb Classical Library No. 42, Cambridge, Massachusetts, Harvard University Press, 1977, first published. 1916. ISBN 978-0-674-99046-3. Online version at Harvard University Press. Page, denies Lionel, Sir, Poetae Melissae Graciae, Oxford University Press, 1962. ISBN 978-0-198-14333-8. Papistavru, Helen, NYX, in Lexicon Iconographicum Mythologiae Classici, Limk, 6.1, Zurich and Munich, Artemis Verlag, 1992. ISBN 3-7608-8751-1. Internet Archive. Parada, Carlos, Genealogical Guide to Greek Mythology, Jonsod, Paul Astroms Forlag, 1993. ISBN 978. 91-7081-062-6. Parizina, Eva, Brightness Personified, Light and Divine Image in Ancient Greece, in Personification in the Greek World, From Antiquity to Byzantium, pp. 2944, edited by Emma Stafford and Judith Herrin. Ashgate, 2005. ISBN 978-0-754-65031-7. Pausanias Description of Greece with an English translation by W.H.S. Jones, lit.d. and H.A. Ormerod, M.A., in 4 volumes, Cambridge, Massachusetts, Harvard University Press, London, William Heinemann Limited, 1918. Online version at the Perseus Digital Library. Peck, Harry Thurston, Harper's Dictionary of Classical Antiquities, New York, Harper and Brothers, 1898. Online version at the Perseus Digital Library. Plato, Timaeus in Timaeus. Critias. Cleitophon. Menexenus. Epistles, translated by R. G. Berry, Loeb. Classical Library No. 234, Cambridge, Massachusetts, Harvard University Press, 1929. ISBN 978-0-674. 99257-3. Online version at Harvard University Press. Plutarch, Moralia, Volume 7, On Love of Wealth. On Compliancy. On Envy and Hate. On Praising Oneself Inoffensively. On the Delays of the Divine Vengeance. On Fate. On the Sign of Socrates. On Exile. Consolation to His Wife, translated by Philip H. de Lacy and Benedictine Arson, Loeb Classical Library No. 405, Cambridge, Massachusetts, Harvard University Press, 1959. ISBN 978-0-674-99446-1. Online version. At Harvard University Press. Puxi, Pietro, The Iliad, The Poem of Zeus, De Gruyter, 2018. ISBN 978-3-110-60137-4. Online version at De Gruyter. Ramaus, Clemence, La Nuit et les enfants de la nuit dans la tradition grecque, Flammarion, 1959. Explore our developer-friendly HTML to PDF API printed using PDF Crowd HTML to PDF. Ridgway, Brunilde Sismondo, 2000, Hellenistic Sculpture 2, The Styles of ca. 200 to 100 BC, University of Wisconsin Press, 2000. ISBN 978-0-299-15470-7. Internet Archive. Google Books. Santamaria, Marco Antonio, Auerco, S., Mick Origins, Theogonies in Greek Comedy, in Archive for Religionsgeschichte, Volume 21-22, No. 1, pp. 36986. Online version at De Gruyter. Seneca, Hercules in Tragedies, Volume I, Hercules. Trojan Women. Phoenician Women. Mede. Phaedra. Edited and translated by John G. Fitch, Loeb Classical Library No. 61, Cambridge, Massachusetts, Harvard University Press, 2018. ISBN 978-0-674-99717-2. Online version at Harvard University Press. Shapiro, Harvey Allen, Personifications in Greek Art, The Representation of Abstract Concepts, 600–400. B.C., Acanthus, 1993. ISBN 978-3-905-08305-7. Smith, Scott R., and Stephen M. Tatascoma, Apollodorus Library and Hyginus Fabulae, 2 handbooks. Of Greek Mythology, Hackett Publishing, Indianapolis/Cambridge, 2007. ISBN 978-0-87220-821-6. Google. Books. Quintus Smyrnaeus, The Fall of Troy, translated by A.S. Way, Cambridge, Massachusetts, Harvard University Press, 1913. Internet Archive. Smith, William, Dictionary of Greek and Roman Biography and Mythology, London, 1873. Online version. At the Perseus Digital Library. Statius, Thebaid, Volume I, Thebaid, Books 1–7, edited and translated by D. R. Shackleton Bailey, Loeb. Classical Library No. 207, Cambridge, Massachusetts, Harvard University Press, 2004. ISBN 978-0-674-01208-0. Online version at Harvard University Press. Theocritus, Idyls in Theocritus. Martius. Bayern, edited and translated by Neil Hopkinson, Loeb Classical Library No. 28, Cambridge, Massachusetts, Harvard University Press, 2015. ISBN 978-0-674-99644-1. Online version at Harvard University Press. Tibullus, Elegies in Catullus. Tibullus. Pavigilium Veneris, translated by F. W. Cornish, J. P. Postgate, J. W. Mackail, revised by G. P. Gould, Loeb Classical Library No. 6, Cambridge, Massachusetts, Harvard University Press, 1913. ISBN 978-0-674-99007-4. Online version at Harvard University Press. Tripp, Edward, Crowell's Handbook of Classical Mythology, Thomas Y. Crowell Co., 1st edition, June 1970. ISBN 0-690-22608-X. Internet Archive. Sitzes, John, Scholia Islica Froon, edited by Christian Gottfried Müller, Sumtibus FCG. Vogelii, 1811. Internet Archive. Verhulst, Berenice, Direct Speech in Nonnus Dionysiaca, Narrative and Rhetorical Functions of the Characters Varied and Many-Faceted Words, Brill, 2016. ISBN 978-9-004-33465-6. Online version at Brill. Google Books. Vian, Francis, Les Argonautiques Orphiques, Collection Bude, Paris, Les Belles Lettres, 2003. ISBN 978-2. 25100-389-4. Virgil, Aeneid, Books 1–6 in Eclogues. Georgix. Aeneid, Books 1–6, translated by H. Rushton Fairclough. Revised by G. P. Gould, Loeb Classical Library No. 63, Cambridge, Massachusetts, Harvard University Press, 1916. ISBN 978-0-674-99583-3. Online version at Harvard University Press. Virgil, Aeneid, edited and translated by Theodore C. Williams, Boston, Houghton Mifflin, 1910. Online version at the Perseus Digital Library. West, M.L., The Orphic Poems, Clarendon Press, Oxford, 1983. ISBN 978-0-19-814854-8. Wendell, Carl, 1914, Scholia in Theocritum Vetera, Bibliotheca Tpneriana, Leipzig, Tpno, 1914. Internet Archive. Online version at De Gruyter, 1966 reprint. Explore our developer-friendly HTML to PDF API printed using PDF Crowd HTML to PDF. Wendell, Carl, 1999, Scholia in Apollonium Rhodium Vetera, Hildesheim, Weidman, 1999. ISBN 978-3. 615-15400-9. Google Books. Westermann, Anton, Mythographoi, Scriptores Poetici Historiae Graecae, Brunswick, 1843. Internet Archive. Zenes, Georgiosa, Scholia Vetera in Sophocles Oedipum Cernium, De Gruyter, 2018. ISBN 978-3-11. 044733-0. Online version at De Gruyter. Google Books. External links, edit. Media related to NYX at Wikimedia Commons. Categories: NYX Greek Underworld personifications in Greek mythology. Greek primordial deities, night goddesses, oracular goddesses, underworld goddesses. Greek goddesses, deities in the Iliad, classical oracles, residents of the Greek underworld. Avian humanoids. Explore our developer-friendly HTML to PDF API printed using PDF Crowd HTML to PDF.